Today we return to the college football playoff for the third consecutive season. It's the Orange Bowl versus the TCU Horned Frogs. I have been sick recently and I've had a lot of stuff going on, so the content has been a little bit delayed, but we are back as we try to make our second straight run at a national championship. We've won 4 straight Pac-12 championships, and Anthony Tobin has just been a downright baller for back-to-back seasons. We are 28-1 over the last 2 seasons and have put together one of the best teams in college football in the Dynasty. Overall, the defense kind of fell off a little bit, I would imagine, with guys like Juan Lima graduating or heading off to the NFL, but they have played pretty decent overall, led by the senior corner, Miguel Catapano. TCU is the opponent today, and they only have 1 loss on the year, and that was a 23-20 loss over the UCF Knights. But then they got the revenge over Georgia, coming back from that 2022 national championship blowout loss where quarterback Soma Tuimauane threw for 6 touchdowns and also ran for a touchdown with 100 yards rushing. He is a really solid scrambling quarterback, but he can do a lot with his arm as well. Mike Ashmore won the award for the best running back this season, 92 overall, and he is extremely talented. They had 3 receivers with more than 10 touchdowns and more than 800 yards receiving, and they have a dynamic pass rushing duo in Orlando Page, who is known a little bit more as that power move guy, and then Zay Pippen, known more as the speed rusher, but can also get at the quarterback with the power as well. This is a really solid team, and TCU is a team that I think can definitely go toe for toe with Utah State. As we're here in Miami for the Orange Bowl, the winner moves on to the semifinals, and we are underway with Utah State getting the football first, as Steve Ellis will return this and take it to the right, where he's taken down at the 20-yard line. And that will bring out Anthony Tobin in the Utah State offense, accountable for 497 yards per game. Donald Stacy is the man in motion on first down, and they're going to hand this one to Xavier Blunt, who takes it up the middle and picks up 5 yards on the game's first play. Here is Tobin in the shotgun now, drops back on second down, swings it out to Xavier Blunt, and he's got maybe a yard taken down at the 26-yard line. An early third down for Utah State. 4-man rush, Tobin throws, and it's caught by Blunt for a first down and more. Xavier Blunt across midfield, and Utah State extends the drive. That's an easy little concept right there to Xavier Blunt. 2nd and 10, play fake to Blunt this time. Tobin will get out of the pocket, rolling, throws at the last second to Hoffman. He picks up 5 yards, another third down upcoming for the Aggies. 2 tight ends in the ball game. Tobin throws the crow route, it's broken up, and TCU will force the punt and get off the field. I have TCU wearing their all-white uniforms. They had a lot of luck with it in the Fiesta Bowl in 2022 against Michigan. They're looking for some more luck today against the reigning national champs. As Soma Tuimauane will take the field for TCU, and he hands it to Ashmore on first down, who jukes and picks up a first down on the game's first run from TCU. TCU is going to go hurry up pretty much the entirety of this game, as Ashmore is taken out for a loss on that carry right there. Ashmore to the left of Tuimauane. They hand it to him again. Mike Ashmore getting a heavy load early, and he's got a solid pickup of 7 and a 3rd and 4 upcoming for TCU. Utah State shows blitz, and it is caught by Ashmore, and he's got a first down up to the 46-yard line. I should say Utah State shows blitz. Here is Tuimauane. The curl route to the outside is dropped by the tight end. 3rd down upcoming for TCU. Here is Tuimauane in the pocket, throws to the outside, and that's dropped again. It wouldn't have mattered if he caught it anyways. It is going to be illegal touching after the backup running back ran out of bounds and then tried to make the play. Here is a pretty rough punt by TCU, and that's where Utah State will take over at the 34-yard line. 2 tight ends in the ball game here as they go play action. Tobin getting out of the pocket, dumps to his tight end, Everett Eagles. And Eagles is going to break a tackle and pick up 6 yards up to the 40-yard line. Pistol set, 2 tight ends still in the game as Blunt goes to the right and picks up 3 yards, 3rd and inches upcoming for Utah State. TCU doing an excellent job at limiting the run so far. Here's Blunt, cuts back and picks up a first down to the 47-yard line. So another 3rd down conversion for this Aggies offense. Tobin underneath to Hoffman. He's got the first down across midfield. The true freshman Mackey Award winning tight end has been incredible this season. Tobin now throws this one into triple coverage, and it's nearly intercepted, as that is going to be offsides on TCU. 2nd and 2 now. Tobin will keep it on the read option, takes it to the left, slides down, but a penalty flag down. Another piece of laundry on the field. 3rd and 8 now. Anthony Tobin, here comes the pressure. Tobin breaks free, down the sidelines, tight roping, and picks up the first down. What a play by Anthony Tobin to evade the pressure, break a tackle, and then tight rope down the sidelines for the first down. That was also excellent blocking by Tyquan Garrett. Play fake, Tobin to the end zone. Truin comes now with it, but out of bounds. Would later bring up 3rd and 9 from the 27-yard line, 5 wide. Here's Tobin, 4-man rush. He steps up at the last second, throws to Blunt. First down, Utah State to the 10-yard line. Anthony Tobin has been an excellent improviser throughout his career as Jaquise Tiffin takes the screen 8 yards to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, I formation. Here's the give to Blunt to the outside. Touchdown, Utah State. They're on the board first here in the Orange Bowl, 7-0. Utah State has been here before. It's been a while since TCU's been in this position as they trail early 7-0. Tui Maune to the outside, and it's caught on the wide receiver screen for 5 yards. That's Jim Simon, the receiver, as TCU now goes 5 wide, 5-man rush, and it will be caught by Dion Liggins. That's the number 1 wide receiver in this offense for TCU. Tui Maune in the pocket. It's Liggins again. He breaks a tackle as well. What a play by Dion Liggins to the 36-yard line of Utah State. 1st and 10 to the tight end. He's got some speed, and he's got a first down. To the 20-yard line goes tight end Travis Randall, and that'll bring up 1st and 10 for TCU. Play fake now. Tui Maune to the end zone, caught by Liggins for a touchdown. TCU with an answer, and a quick one at that. That was an excellent drive for receiver Dion Liggins with 3 huge receptions and excellent passing by Tui Maune. 1st and 10, it's Xavier Blunt, and he'll pick up 4 yards, 6 carries, 21 yards early in the game for the senior running back. 3rd and 4, Tobin getting out of the pocket, across body, and it's caught by Blunt for a first down. He continues to do it. He's one of the best improvisers in college football. As TCU is going to jump off sides here, Utah State's going to get a free 5 yards. 1st and 5 upcoming now for the Aggies. Play fake, Tobin in the pocket is throwing the deep ball. There's nobody down there. Intercepted by TCU. What a play for the Horned Frogs. It's exactly what they needed. If you watch it back, it feels like Donald Stacy got bumped more than 5 yards downfield. It should have more than likely been defensive pass interference on number 11. I don't know what the ref was looking at, but TCU is going to get the turnover. At their own 15-yard line, they go to Ashmore, and he's taken down for a loss by a senior defensive end, Dylan Garrison, who's had a pretty solid career in the Aggies uniform. Ashmore on 2nd and 11 now is going to pick up 9 yards, and it's going to be 3rd and short. Ashmore motioning out of the backfield. The throw caught by the tight end for a first down. TCU will continue on with this drive as they have it now at the 31-yard line. Tui Maune to an open receiver, James Guzman. 2nd and 4 now. Play fake, and he goes down back at the 32-yard line. 3rd and 9 upcoming for TCU. 4-man rush. Tui Maune all day to throw. The deep ball broken up by Eric Hunter. And TCU will have to punt after the interception. The score remains 7-7. As here's Jaquise Tiffin on his 2nd reception. They've used him a lot more in the screen game here as a true freshman. 3rd and 5, Tobin on the quarterback keeper, fighting his way for a first down. He's a yard shy. And Utah State's going to line up to go for it. I formation. 1 tight end in the ball game. It's Blunt up the middle. He's got the first down to the 44-yard line. Utah State flexing their muscles on that play. Play fake now. Tobin faking the reverse, throws the deep ball. Tyquan Garrett's down there. What a pass by Tobin. Touchdown, Utah State. What a play. Anthony Tobin has continued to do things like this right here. And that's what makes me believe that if he were to declare at the end of this season, he'd be the number 1 pick. That is impressive. About 65 to 70 yards in the air, and it was thrown with precise accuracy. TCU takes over now. Throw to the outside, and it's caught by Ashmore for a pickup of 8 yards. And TCU now has to answer after the huge play from Utah State. Tuimaune, the deep ball, broken up by Hunter again. Eric Hunter's having himself a really solid first half. Play fake on 3rd and 2. Tuimaune, it's a first down conversion to Jem Simon. TCU to the 36-yard line. They will go hurry up. They go to the pistol. Play fake to Ashmore. Tuimaune, deep ball, caught by Liggins in stride. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. The Hypno-Toad strikes back as it's a tie ball game yet again here in the Orange Bowl. An excellent play for TCU. They know that Dion Liggins is one of the best receivers really in the nation. Miguel Catapano, one of the best corners in the nation, but Liggins wins the battles this time as it is 14-14. Tobin on the play fake, gets out of the pocket, dumps to his tight end, Rob Hoffman, for a pickup of 7 yards. Man in motion is Everett Eagles. They're going to hand this one to Xavier Blunt as he stiff arms the defender and goes down after a first down carry. 2:11 to go in the first half. Tobin in the pocket, shovels it off to Blunt. What a weird play that was. And that will take us to the 2-minute timeout. 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line. Tobin, 5-man rush. He throws this one deep, and it's caught by Garrett in stride. Touchdown, Utah State. When he first threw that, it looked like that was going to be overthrown. But Tyquan Garrett with his 99 speed he flies to the football. You throw it to a spot, and you allow Tyquan Garrett with his 99 speed to just go get it. And that's what he's done pretty much all season long. And Utah State reclaims the lead pretty quickly. TCU's possession now at the 15-yard line. What a pass by Tuimaune. He's up to 219 yards passing on the day. 1st and 10 underneath, and it's caught by the tight end. That's Travis Randall. It's another first down. 230 yards passing for Tuimaune. At the 43-yard line now, here's Tuimaune stepping up in the pocket and using his legs for pretty much the first time in this game. 2nd and 4. Here's Tuimaune, 4-man rush, and it's intercepted by B.J. Garrison. The first turnover by TCU. And B.J. Garrison has been an eraser across the middle this season. And Utah State with the turnover will have a chance to extend their lead before the half. What a play by B.J. Garrison, the junior linebacker. 3rd down for Utah State. Hopefully, they're able to get some points here. Here's the deep ball to Truin, who comes down with it at the 6-yard line. Anthony Tobin with 263 yards passing. Tobin, play fake, touchdown, Utah State. It's Rob Hoffman, the true freshman tight end. What an answer, what a strike by Utah State. TCU looked like they were going to go toe for toe with the Aggies here in the first half, and it has slowly turned into all Utah State as Dylan Garrison gets the sack. Timeout TCU as they're looking for any amount of points to close out the first half. Tuimaune incomplete to the outside, intended for Jem Simon. And Utah State's going to get the football back with 3 timeouts. Steve Ellis will fair catch it at the 38-yard line. And you're really not that far away from field goal range. The man in motion is Xavier Blunt. Tobin will step up in the pocket, and he slides down after a first down. Utah State goes hurry up and then later calls a timeout. Kind of poor time management there as Donald Stacy has a first down reception. There's the second timeout from Utah State, even though they didn't even need to use it. 5 seconds to go. Defender jumps off sides. Tobin to the end zone. Truin's down there, and it is incomplete. Utah State will take the free 5 yards, though, and they'll send out field goal kicker Manu Villalobos, whose kick is up, and it is off of the upright and no good. Utah State will come away empty-handed, but the fact that they were able to try and put some points on the board there shows that they have complete control of this game so far. 28-14 the score. Utah State has been pretty much perfect other than the interception that was thrown by Anthony Tobin, but that probably should have been a pass interference anyway, so there's really nothing to hang your head on. Here is TCU and Mike Ashmore up the middle, and he picks up 4 yards to begin the second half. TCU is going to need a big response out of their running back Mike Ashmore and quarterback Soma Tuimauane. At the 26-yard line now, 2nd and 8. That's Liggins in motion. Tuimauane is trying to set up the screen, and the pass falls incomplete. 3rd down and 8 upcoming for TCU. 4-man rush. Tuimauane has time. He steps up, and he's going to scramble for the 1st down. I think that he should definitely be using his legs a lot more than he has in this game. As they swing this one out to Randall, the tight end, and he'll pick up 7 yards up to the 45. A nice solid opening possession of the second half, but a sack for Dylan Garrison. Back at the 41-yard line, 3rd and 7 upcoming. Ashmore to the left of Tuimauane in the pocket. 3-man rush. Tuimauane's going down again. Dylan Garrison with his 3rd sack. What a play on back-to-back plays for the senior defensive end captain, Dylan Garrison. 1st down and 10, and in an instant goes down Donald Stacy as Josh Devey on the play, and that would later bring up 3rd and 13. 4-man rush. Tobin in the pocket, dumps this one underneath to Blunt, who picks up 4 yards, but that will put an end to the drive. TCU's defense coming out and making plays to begin the second half. An excellent punt there by Arias with his ugly, no, I'm just kidding, beautiful face mask as TCU takes possession at the 10-yard line and picks up 9 yards on 1st down. Jim Simon in the backfield now, and he's going to pick up the 1st down. Trying to put him in our Donald Stacy role. 5 wide now for the Frogs. 22-yard line. The throw to the outside is caught by Guzman, and he's going to pick up 9 yards. Monte Khan on the tackle. Ashmore at tight end now. What a weird look as Tuimauane throws, and it's caught by the tight end, Travis Randall, up to the 45-yard line. 2nd now, play fake to Simon. Tuimauane throws, nearly intercepted. Another excellent play by Hunter. 3rd and 6. Here's pressure from Utah State. Tuimauane, it's broken up by Miguel Catapano. He wins the battle this time, as Utah State will take over at the 13-yard line after the punt. Here's Xavier Blunt to the right, and he picks up 8 yards. He's not really been fed the ball all that much in this game so far. He gets the carry on 2nd and 2, though, and he'll pick up a 1st down to the 27-yard line. 13 carries, 47 yards for Xavier Blunt. Play fake now. Here's Tobin in the pocket, throwing the deep ball. It's Tyquan Garrett again, and he's got it in stride, and he'll score. What a throw by Anthony Tobin. Another pass that goes 70-plus yards in the air, and it's thrown on an absolute dime. He releases this one at about the 17-yard line, and then it's caught down there at about the 10 by Tyquan Garrett. That's about a 73-yard pass by Anthony Tobin. He is a straight-up baller. As here's Ashmore on 1st down, and he's got plenty of green in front of him. Mike Ashmore in one play goes 83 yards and scores. What an answer by TCU. If only they could force more turnovers or just make a little bit more plays than they've made. They have the offense to do exactly what they did in Michigan in 2022. Just go out there and they can make a play in one play. My voice is cracking now. I'm getting over a sickness as Utah State takes over at the 18-yard line. I'm struggling through this commentary so far. Here's Donald Stacy on the motion, and he's going to pick up 8 yards to the 36-yard line. Anthony Tobin, over 350 yards passing on the day. And he dumps this one to Hoffman for a 1st down. They love to stick route with the true freshman tight end, Rob Hoffman. 2 running backs in the backfield. Tobin keeps it. He's taken down for a loss. And it's also going to be a hold on Rob Hoffman, so that will back Utah State up. 1st and 20 now underneath, and it's caught by Tyquan Garrett again. A nice spin move by Garrett, and he's over 200 yards receiving. 2nd and 5, Blunt to the right, and he's got the 1st down. A 14-point game. TCU would need a stop here. Here's Tobin, throw to the outside. It's C.J. Whiting, and he's taken down for a loss back at the 46-yard line. 3rd and 10, 5 wide. Tobin in the pocket. He steps up, he scrambles, and Tobin's got the 1st down. What a gritty player he is. 2nd down now, and here's the give to Xavier Blunt, and he'll pick up 6 yards up to the 28-yard line. 69 yards rushing for the senior. Here's Tobin, pressure in his face. He gets rid of it, and it's caught by Blunt. 4th and 1 upcoming, and Utah State will send Villalobos out to make it a 3-score game, and the kick is good, and Utah State has a 17-point lead here in the 4th quarter. TCU would pretty much need a miracle now as they dump this one off to Mike Ashmore, and he picks up 7 yards. The big thing for this Utah State defense, just do not give up one-play scores. You can't do it. Here's a deep ball to Jim Simon now, and he's got it in stride. Touchdown TCU, you're kidding. Derek Haslam, the true freshman safety, just didn't take away his half of the field, and he allowed Jim Simon to get behind him. When you're in cover 2 and you're a safety, your job is to take away the deep half, and Derek Haslam didn't do it on that play. It's a 10-point game. Here's Tobin on the quarterback keeper. He picks up 8 yards. This game is not over. It's far from over. TCU is looking for a comeback. 3rd down and 1 now. Here's the give to Blunt. He's got the first down up to the 39-yard line. Utah State, they just need to keep moving the chains. Here's Donald Stacy on the bubble screen. He picks up 6 yards. 2nd and 4 upcoming for the Aggies. Pistol set as they go to the bubble screen again. It's Stacy again. Tries the hurdle, and he's hit hard down at the 46-yard line of TCU. 2nd and 5. Tobin on the quarterback draw. He's taken down for a loss. A rough play call there. 3rd down and 8. TCU looking to get off the field. Blunt is taken down in the backfield. And Utah State's going to have to punt. And TCU has some life. They have all 3 timeouts. They would need to score fairly quickly, but they do have some life. Tui Maune in the pocket. Dumps underneath to his tight end, Randall, who picks up the first down up to the 30. As long as you don't use any of these timeouts, you're going to have 3 timeouts if you were to score. Here's Randall again. He's got a 9.5-yard reception this time. TCU goes hurry up, 2nd and inches. Tui Maune to Randall again across midfield. And if you're TCU, you have to start thinking about kicking a field goal as opposed to trying to score a touchdown. Tui Maune goes down, and it is Dylan Garrison again. 3rd and 8. Minute and a half to go. Tui Maune. 4-man rush. He doesn't run, and he just throws it away. Dylan Garrison shaken up at the end of that play. 4th and 8, the season on the line for TCU. Tui Maune throws to the outside. He's well shy of the first down, and Utah State turns over TCU on downs. As Utah State will take over at the 43-yard line. Nobody's even covering Zach Truen, and he is wide open, and there's your exclamation point. Utah State is heading on to the semifinals. Zach Truen joins the touchdown party, and Anthony Tobin puts together an impressive and dominant Orange Bowl performance. TCU put up the yards on offense as well, and I might have just put myself back a couple of days as far as sickness goes, because that was an exciting game. Even though the final score isn't the most exciting, a 17-point victory, you know, it was exciting. And the commentary, I hope, showed it. I think the commentary was honestly pretty solid overall. It was not too bad, other than me being sick and having my voice crack and, you know, sound like I'm a 12-year-old boy at times, but we are Orange Bowl champs. We're moving on to the semifinals, and that semifinal game is going to be the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. Our opponent, we will find out here shortly. 586 yards of offense for TCU, 578 yards for us. It was ridiculous. The passing in this game was ridiculous. I tried to look up what's the Orange Bowl record for the most combined yardage or combined passing yards. Whatever it is, I'm fairly positive that we beat it, because this game was a straight up barn burner, and TCU had the ability to make plays happen in an instant. We saw it out of Mike Ashmore. We saw the deep ball to Jim Simon, the deep ball to Dion Liggins. TCU is a really good offense, and I think it showed with the way that they played Georgia in the first round matchup. Overall, we kept Anthony Tobin clean, and that was a huge piece to this victory. 4.5 sacks for Dylan Garrison, kind of his statement game of his career. A legendary performance. I'm starting to get stuffed up now. Holy crap, can this commentary just end? And we're playing Nebraska in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. It's a rematch from the Rose Bowl a year ago, and they beat Miami 31-10. Now, although this is a rematch from last year's playoff game, we're playing the same team, but the team is a lot more different than they were last season. They have a new quarterback, new running back. They have a couple of the same receivers, but overall, they're huge playmakers, like their quarterback and their running back are new. They lost earlier to number 1 Penn State 22-7. They beat USC twice this season, and then they beat Miami in the previous game. Gordon Gore is the quarterback for Nebraska, and David Correa is the running back for Nebraska. He had over 700 yards rushing, and then the receivers are pretty impressive, and they have a lot of speed. Anytime I see these receiving corps that have a lot of speed, I can't help but to think back to the time that we played Georgia in the Cotton Bowl in our first ever college football playoff game. Georgia had really, really fast wide receivers, and our corners really struggled in those matchups, in zone and in man. I always look back to that game when I see a team have fast receivers. Nebraska has the ability to do what Georgia did to us. The question is, can anybody stop our red-hot offense? I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I wanted to get out here and make a video for you guys. I'm starting to feel a little bit better as far as the sickness goes. I probably sound like crap in this commentary, so, it's more so the fact that I wanted to make a video for you guys, and I know it's been a long time. It's been inconsistent, so I said, screw it. Even though I'm a little bit sick still, I'm recovering. I'm going to do the commentary. I hope it wasn't annoying. If it was annoying, just skip over it, and I guess I'll see you guys in the Nebraska game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl with a national championship spot on the line. See ya.